If you're a young man in your late teens or your early 20s and you feel behind in life, socially, professionally, financially, you probably interpret that feeling as something of low status. And the internet basically has the solution ready for you. You need to become more dominant, more confident, and more alpha. But here's the problem. The feeling is real, but the explanation is wrong. And in this video, I will present the correct explanation according to psychology, which I studied for more than 10 years, and I feel that you deserve the real story. So to start with the life phase you're currently in, emerging adulthood, you are becoming a grown man. And this phase is characterized by an identity exploration, confusion of your roles and who you are, and more increased self-focus. 3 things you need to keep in mind. High freedom, low structure, and the comparison intensifies. High freedom because the structure from school, your parents, and early life society is diminishing. You need to create your own structure, because without structure and purpose, things will not go right. And because this structure disappears, we tend to look outwards to see what other people are doing and observe ourselves and judge ourselves through the lens of who are others. And this ties into the second thing, status psychology. That's how you judge people and yourself based on value, influence, competence, or power within a group. And the group can be anything. It can be a direct friend group, it can be your sports team, but it can also be the society at large which you are part of. And it totally has to do with your subjective social status. How do you judge yourself? It's subjective. And it's an estimate of where you stand within the hierarchy. And to judge where you are in the hierarchy, you can look at status as 2 things: dominance and prestige. So the dominance model of status is status achieved through coercion, threat, compliance, and fear-based. These people can be bullies, fighters, they intimidate people, and they generally tend to be effective in low-trust societies, third worlds, not so much in the first world. Increasing your dominance is the primary route of creating this sense of belongingness in this world, according to this alpha view. The second one is the prestige model of status, which in status is granted voluntarily to individuals perceived as competent or valuable. So people with skills, people that are good providers for others, they are reliable and they have a good character. And either focusing too much on this dominance or this prestige is both wrong. The missing variable here is agency. If you focus on agency, the rest will be taken care of. So what are the pillars of agency? You need to form goals. You need to find ways to achieve those goals. And you need to execute. And you start with the goals that are relevant for you, not for the society or what your friend thinks. What are the things that are meaningful and worthwhile for you? And then only try to connect them to what is relevant for the society. And when you can connect meaningful goals to a need and provide consistent value, you will be paid for it. You will create value and you will grow in the hierarchy, mainly prestige-wise. The dominance hierarchy is an interesting one. If you feel threatened, you feel insecure, this can actually put your brain more in a survival mode. And if your brain is in a survival mode, it's difficult to think long-term. So therefore, I would still encourage you to have a certain basis within this dominance hierarchy. That you're not threatened by people because you are confident, you know how to de-escalate situations, and you can defend yourself. So for me, for example, I like to go to the gym to get strong, and on the other hand, do some sort of martial arts. And I prefer the Eastern ones because those are focused on respect. They also build your character. There's less injury prone, but if you like boxing, kickboxing, go for it. But do know this is not the end game. Threatening people is a very low form of consciousness, and it's not the way to grow. Grow within the prestige hierarchy by focusing on your own meaningful goals and creating consistent value for the world. I'm really grateful that you watched this video. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with friends who might benefit from it. who might think it's insightful. But for you, you might also want to gain more value. So please watch this video to get more value.